you're too pretty for a black girl. Why can't you just say you're too pretty and just end it at that? Just because you have black friends doesn't mean you're not racist. Oh my god, you're African, why is your English so good? Something that defines me is not professional to you. Do you have cars in Africa? Do you drive? No, I fly. They'd be like, oh my god, is your hair real? Can I touch it? No, you cannot touch it. Back off. Tell me why this man actually held my hair and he was literally like this, like pulling it like this, like I never had something control me. I feel something bad. Hey y'all, it's your girl Fia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, you already know what we're doing. It's more like a racist or like triggering things to say to black people. So without much further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as you should, and let's get right into the video. The first and common thing I feel like everyone has kind of heard about or like experienced is you're too pretty for a black girl. Or like you're too pretty for a Ghanaian girl. Specifically for me, I've heard something like that. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, what do you mean you're too pretty for a black girl? Why can't you just say you're too pretty and just end it at that? Why do you have to add for a black girl or for this or for that? Like, what is the point of it? Like, you trying to be funny? Because if you genuinely think this person is pretty, just say, hey, you're pretty, that's it. Why do you have to add for something? Like, it's not cool. And then me specifically, sometimes I hear like you're too pretty for a Ghanaian girl or something like that. They say that because like, oh, like, you know, you have a fair skin, like you're lighter than most Ghanaian girls. They make it seem like you look too good to be Ghanaian. Like, we have like light skins, dark skins, brown skins, caramel skins in Ghana. Especially if you want to see a lot of light skins, you're like the LS and I think Northerners or something like that. Those people are very light. But I'm an Ashanti/Ghana. But yeah, like I feel like if you're giving someone a compliment, just say you're pretty. That's it. Just end it there. You don't have to add for something. It's like, oh my god, like for you to be this type of person and be this pretty is like unbelievable. Like, make it make sense, you know? One thing I get a lot, I feel like 95% girls get this a lot. They be like, oh my god, is your hair real? And then the follow-up thing is like, can I touch it? No, you cannot touch it. Like, back off. Especially with this hair, I've had like comments about it, like, oh my god, is your hair real? Can I touch them? One time I was in an elevator with this girl and she was like, oh my god, I like your hair, it's so pretty. See, that's easy, simple, period, point blank. Like, leave it at that. That is so nice to say. Like, it's so nice to hear that without you having to say, oh my god, is your hair real? Can I touch it or something? I can't remember. There was this guy that I was in the elevator with another time. So I was going to class, man. I was almost late to class, and then this man was like, she didn't even say I like your hair. He was like, is your hair real? And he didn't even say, can I touch it? He was literally leaning forward to touch it, like to actually see if it's real. Tell me why this man actually held my hair and he was literally like this, like pulling it like this, like, is it real? And I'm like, you've got to be kidding. I literally had to like, no, back up, like, you can't do that. What do you mean is it hair? So I was like, yeah, my hair is real, thank you. And I left. That's not just triggering, that is very disrespectful to just touch someone's hair and not, I don't know, it's just like you don't have the permission to. So like literally he's so funny, like he literally held my hair and it like was literally trying to pull to see if it would come off. So what if the hair came off and what would you have done? Not for real, I would have made him pay for it, because like, what would you have done? This is pretty common for me, like, you know, speaking from experience, I get this a lot of times. They be like, oh my god, you're African, why is your English so good? Like, you speak so well for an African. Like, what?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are you trying to say? Obviously we speak English in Ghana. Like, we just don't do sign languages in Africa. Like, what the heck, we actually do speak English. So it's so annoying that people would say something like that. Oh my god, you speak so well for a black girl, you speak so well for an African. It's just so annoying. It's not even triggering, it's just so annoying to me. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, whatever. And also when it comes to like my skin color, people are like, sometimes they're like, oh my god, like, are you like real Ghanaian, like, are you full Ghanaian, you know, like, are you mixed or something? Because they, like, you know, I have a lighter skin. In Ghana, they see this as like, you know, you being light skinned. Why can't I just be full Ghanaian and just go about my day without someone having to ask me if I'm mixed? Like, are you saying like Ghanaians, like Africans, can like produce like light-skinned babies? We can actually, so joke's on you. Yeah, it's just annoying, to be honest. One thing is they don't want to believe Africans are actually smart. Like, if you say something, I'm like, oh my god, you're actually so smart for a black girl, like you're so smart for like African. Like, I believe Africans are actually one of the smartest people when it comes to education and real life experiences. We're actually smart, because I've been seeing some people like these, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, these people just be a little in their head, you know. Yeah, so I feel like I believe Africans are smart. Like, we are all smart, and that's a period. We are smart, but sometimes what deems are like, you know, our smartness and stuff like that is maybe, you know, being timid or not really able to like speak up, because, you know, like some Africans are not like, you know, they can't really speak up, and it's not really our fault. So, you know, they kind of see that as like us being vulnerable, so they can just walk on us and stuff like that, because, you know, you can't really speak up for yourself, so they assume like you're just dumb and you just let things slide. But yeah, meet the wrong African and you will regret it one day. One thing that is so funny and so stupid that I hear is like, oh my god, like, do you guys have electricity in Ghana? Like, do you guys, like, you know, like, where, like, do you guys actually have homes in Ghana? This one, I feel like anyone who says this, like, they must be joking, right? Like, you, like, don't tell me you genuinely don't know. Like, you're joking, right? Like, you're just trying to be funny, right? I hope that is what it is, because if it's not, then you're very, very, very stupid. You know, because like, if you're already thinking, oh, maybe we live in trees, we live with animals, we are always around, you know, the lions, the elephants, the giraffes, the zebras, all those stuff, then I'm like, okay, I don't know, to be honest. Like, you must be joking, right? If you're joking, that's understandable. If you're not joking, I don't know where your thinking is from. But yeah, I'm not even really gonna answer this. Yeah, we live in trees. Yeah, I hope this confirmed whatever doubts you had. Yeah, we do live in trees. Next, this might be actually very sad when it comes to like working, like trying to find a job and stuff like that. You know, some jobs will be like, you know, yeah, racially diverse, racially inclusive. Before you even apply, during the application process, tell me why they always want to know our like race. Like, are you black, are you African, are you white, are you Hispanic? Like, why is that necessary? If I want the job, just give me the damn job and stop asking about my race. Like, what has my race got to do with anything at all? Like, is my race gonna affect the way I do my job or what? Like, one thing about the hair too, some jobs would require you don't have your natural hair out, like you have some type of, you know, like maybe it looks like you straightened it, or like you have it in a very nice way, because once your hair is out, like your afro is out, they see it as, you know, you not being professional. So I'm like, something that defines me is not professional to you. I'm trying to say shouldn't be a part of me because it doesn't look appropriate. Some of these things are just, when you think about it, it's just mind-blowing. One thing I hated when they say is like, oh, how can I be racist? I have black friends. How can I be racist? I don't see color, like all that stuff. Just because you have black friends doesn't mean you're not racist deep down. Like, let's be real. Just because you're around black people doesn't automatically make you non-racist. You're like, oh my god, how can I be racist? My best friend is black. It depends on how you act, bro. Like, your actions has to match your words. If you're here telling me, how can I be racist? My best friend is black, and then you are out here acting like, oh my god, like, why is she doing this? And, you know, giving this racist, you know, comments, then it's like, yeah, stick by your words. Don't act two-faced around me. Yeah, they're like, do you have cars in Africa? Do you drive? No, I fly. Yeah, I have wings. I be flying in the air. We don't drive. Yeah, like what? Like we jump from trees to trees. Yeah, if that's what you want to hear. Cause what the heck? Like, But yeah, Africa, we do have cars. That's a stupid question. And also, with that being said, you know, we drive in Africa, we have driver's license and all that stuff. When you come here and let's say you already know how to drive, you have your license, they don't like that. That's not a valid license to them because they believe you're from Africa and you just drive in Africa. You probably just don't know how to drive that well. Bro, if you drive in Africa, I could say you are one of the best drivers on earth. Because the way these roads be mad sketchy and it's just so much going on. So if you can actually really drive well, then you're actually a very, 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 very good driver. I feel like it's easier to drive here compared to Africa. So if you can drive really good in Africa, then yeah, you're more than good, to be honest. But yeah, they don't see our like driver's license as to be valid. So when you come here, you would have to retake the test and then get a new license because that's more valid. You have the United States driver's license, so that claims that you actually do know how to drive, which is so stupid. But hey, it's the American system, right? What can I say? Yeah, one thing is, why do Black lives matter? Why don't all lives matter? Why can't we have one thing to ourselves? Like, what? Obviously, all lives matter, but we live in a system where, you know, Blacks are more like downgraded, they're not treated fairly and stuff like that, as we can all tell. So it's like, if you're protesting for that, you know, Black lives matter, then let us have this for once. But with that being said, I'm gonna say my last comment and something I've actually realized online recently. I don't know if it's been going on for a long time, but one thing I've realized is that a lot of these white people, yeah, they be using the N-word a lot. I'm like, what is going on? So you go under, you know, someone's comment section, like especially with reels, like videos and stuff like that, and they don't complain like, oh my god, who is this nigga? Like, they use the N-word and all that. I'm like, and then I actually look at their profiles and then I'm like, that's actually a white person. Like, a lot of them use the N-word in the chats. Like, they actually comment the whole nigga word. So also one thing, I'm like, I don't know if it's a debate or like, I don't know what it is, but like, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it's okay for like, you know, white people to actually text like, you know, nigga in the comment section? They are not actually saying it with your mouth. Obviously, you're like, you know, you cannot really say it with your mouth unless you're like, you know, racist, then sure. But like, since you're texting it without saying it, do you think it's still okay for them to say it's not racist? Because I feel like it's still like, you know, because once you even say something, like once you even type something on your phone, you've kind of said it in your head. Would you let it slide if a white person was to text you, like, you know, comment nigga under your stuff like that, as long as they're not speaking with your mouth? Like, it doesn't bother you? Like, either way, I feel like it's not appropriate for them to use the N-word. So yeah, because you're still typing it. It's like, I don't know if they're trying to be funny, to be honest. I don't even know if they're trying to be funny, but I don't know if it's a trend going on right now, but I don't like this trend. It's not cute. Like, yeah. Anyways, y'all, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any personal experiences that you want to talk about or anything at all, just leave it in the comment section. And yeah, I hope this video was informative, or I hope maybe it kind of like, I think moral of the story, or what like the advice I would give to anyone suffering from like racism and stuff like that, I would say that don't let these things get to you. These are all words at the end of the day, unless like they're physically harming you or something. But like, as long as it's words, don't let it get to you. Block it out. You have power, you have control over all these words. Don't let them get to you. Me personally, I just see those to be words. It's like they're sad, they just need attention, so they'll do whatever it takes for them to get that attention. And guess what? Don't give them that attention. So in order not to give them that attention, you just ignore. Silence is the best answer to a fool. Yeah, so if you didn't take anything from this video, just know that silence is the best answer to a fool in certain situations, but especially in situations like this. You can just be quiet, or sometimes you can choose to speak up. Speaking up is also good advice, that, but also read the room and see if it's appropriate to speak up or just be quiet and go about your day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Before I leave, I want to say shout outs to everyone who has been commenting on my videos and who has I've been seeing y'all. Like, thank you guys so much. Hilda, Chris Val, and I think some other people, Caleb and all that. I appreciate each and every one of you, and anyone else watching. I'm so much grateful for all 1K of you. I hope you guys continue to support me, support your girl. Yeah, let's keep going with this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as you should. And we out for the day.